Good morning.
It is a busy morning already today, huh?
Yes, and I just need you to know that the only thing I can see is the number five up on the screen.
The number five that
Okay,
says
there,
how.
there.
Okay, now you can see.
Yeah,
Okay, you're. I could have a buzzed head and you wouldn't know.
I would not know. Didn't know if it was my phone or what, but not being on my computer puts me at a little bit of a disadvantage here.
It does, but you are providing us with the colorful, fun background, which is nice. All right, so Disney decided today was going to be a busy day,
Very busy day.
and we're going to make a couple of announcements. So we should talk about them. First of all,
Hmm.
Rock and Roller Coaster. They had a countdown on the website that was indicating that it still wouldn't be announced for a couple more hours as of the time that we're recording this.
Yes,
But
which is very weird.
they just went ahead and dropped it.
Could they please talk to Taylor Swift and figure out how to use a countdown? Now, we don't think there's anything else coming, right?
No, that was the Rock and Roller Coaster countdown specifically. So it said opening date and track list release date was going to be a little bit later today, but they just decided to post it early. I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, Rock and Roller Coaster is opening on May 26th officially.
Hmm.
And that is not surprising. Lots of other things are opening.
Yes, it's
I snagged park reservations for us because we arrived that day.
Yeah, and I think that was kind of the general thought, at least amongst us, was that they were going to try to hit that May 26th date. So,
Yeah, some groups will be able to ride early.
hmm.
They are doing previews for cast members, DVC members, and annual pass holders. So if you're
Hmm.
there before May 26th and you fit any of those groups, then look out for opportunities, plus maybe soft openings. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Usually, though, when they do the previews, they don't
Yeah.
do a soft opening.
Yeah, because like when Buzz and Big Thunder were announced
Hmm.
to come back, they didn't have these kind of previews, but they did have soft openings.
Yeah.
So you're right; they may not offer soft openings, but they will offer previews at the very least. We know this for sure. They also have the song list, and
Hmm.
it's going to work like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, which is really fun. Which we kind of talked about that. Was we thought that was what they were going to do, and it's going to be a randomized song that's going to play. So fun.
Yes, and maybe these songs are even better than the ones over, except for Everybody Wants to Rule the World. A
Uh-huh.
special place. Okay, so they had already announced Song 2 by
Hmm.
Blur, but now it's going to be
Woohoo!
the Electric Mayhem. I think that one's
Hmm.
perfect for this coaster. Some music snobs are like, poor choice. I'm like, well, it's perfect for this. It's this vibe.
Yeah.
Also, Born to Be Wild.
Hmm. Love that one.
Uh, Love Roller Coaster,
Uh-huh. Love that one.
featuring Jennifer Hudson and Questlove. So I'm assuming the Roots clue that was on the graphic was because of
Hmm.
Questlove.
Yes.
And Rock Rock Till You Drop featuring Def Leppard. So that makes sense. Leopard print
Uh-huh.
was, and then finally Walking on Sunshine, which features Kelly Clarkson,
Clarkson.
which we also guessed.
Yes, I think we did good on those clues, and also love all their choices. It's a great variety. Even the song choices are a nice variety. I think it's going to appeal to a lot of ages.
Hmm.
I am excited. I'm excited.
I am too. Now we got to cross our fingers that we can get a lightning lane
Yes.
to write it that day because we arrived that day in the afternoon, I think it is. So we'll see what happens with that. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's exciting. I'm glad it's opening soon. Not a real long closure, but it's the
Mm-mm.
same track. It's the same setup. So
Hmm.
I don't want people to get high expectations for something that it's not. Like Buzz Lightyear is the same, right?
Yes. Yeah. And I did that one last night, and I've got some
You did.
thoughts on it. Yes.
Okay.
Like, it was really hard.
Buzz Lightyear was hard.
Yes, and maybe I'm just a poor shot.
You usually kill it, I think.
Well, you have to be, I think, a little bit more precise now. than what you used to have to be. And I kept getting distracted, forgetting which color I was. That's of course that's a me problem. So if I am not good at aiming my little laser and I also can't remember what color I am, it's kind of a recipe for not doing well on the ride. But it is very bright and refreshed, and everything seems to be working well. It was a lot of fun. So,
Good.
but
I
long waits,
of
long
course,
waits.
because it's brand freshly back.
Hmm.
So yeah, so don't get, overly hyped that it's going to be a new track or anything like that. It's the same track, just new characters, new songs. So anyway, that's reopening in May 26th. And then they also decide to drop 2027 packages, and they actually opened like at midnight last night.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yes.
I had an early alarm set just in case it came out today.
Uh-huh.
It would have been 5 a.m. my time, 7 a.m. Central. And that was hours after they'd actually opened.
Yeah. Jenny, who we work with, actually messaged at like 12:40 and said, "I just a heads up. It looks like these things are open." 12:40 in the morning.
I didn't see that message. I had no idea.
Yeah, I was fast asleep.
Yeah, so that is available. 2027 is available through October.
Hmm.
And they always do this through October, and then they release November to December later. It used to be predictable, like 499 days before they would release November, December, but I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason to it, I don't think anymore. But with 2027 dates dropping, they also have dropped the deluxe dining plan.
Yes. Which was a thing from the before days. And when they brought back the dining plan, they only brought back the quick service and what we used to call the regular dining plan. And they did not bring back the deluxe, but it's back. And that's interesting to me.
It is to me too. I thought it went away because it wasn't popular enough, because
Yes.
it is expensive, and it's a lot of food.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of
So,
food. And it feels like the ability to maximize your credits and actually get your money's worth or come out ahead, which is what I think the game was, right? You wanted to like come out ahead. It's very difficult to do that anymore just because of the way Disney has figured out and closed those little loopholes. Are lots of people just wanting that all inclusive
I
feeling?
mean, maybe. I'm assuming they aren't offering it with the thought that it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to share the new dining plan information because they actually changed the names as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the first level, the cheapest one, is the quick service dining plan. That name stayed the same, and that's
Mhm.
available in 2026 and 2027. And then what has been called the Disney dining plan, or what we call the regular dining plan, is now being renamed table service dining plan for 2027.
Yeah.
And then this new one is deluxe table service dining plan.
Mm-hmm.
The names, I understand why they're going with this, but they do include quick service credits.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that part's confusing. I don't know how they can say it though without it being a little bit confusing and people not understanding exactly what they get
Yeah,
if
it's
they're new to it.
there's no perfect solution, I guess.
Mm-mm.
But as you can see with the chart that's on the screen, the deluxe dining plan includes 2 table service credits per night of your trip, 1 quick service, and 1 snack. If I'm not mistaken, it used to include 3 table service. Did it not?
I feel like it did. Now that you say
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, because yeah. We're going to go with that. Um keep going through these because there was one that I was curious about. What are the line
What?
items?
I,
The alcohol. Did it used to was it always 1 drink per day?
I was wondering per meal, I thought.
Okay, and now what is it?
I don't see that listed here at all. It says table service credits, quick service credits, snacks, resort
Mhm.
refillable mug, pizza pickup, which an interesting addition to the chart, by the way, because
Uh-huh.
pizza is just quick service. Private in-room dining at Grand Floridian Spa and Resort. Character dining, dinner shows, signature dining, and dining events.
Mhm.
The alcohol's not listed on this chart. But
Because I was skimming it very quickly this morning, trying to get dressed and excuse me, get out here, and I could have sworn that it said one alcoholic beverage per day now, but I may have been reading it incorrectly and reading
yeah,
it too fast.
we'll have to check into that. But that would be unique,
Well,
especially because I don't know, it's always been per meal, I think.
yes, and also it's just again lose a little bit of value.
Oh yeah, that would be a loss of value. And as we evaluate the value of the dining plan and get our calculator updated and stuff, that's something that we'll have to take into consideration is if alcohol is included or not.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So anyway, that is that. What else? They probably are going to say something about whether or not water parks are coming back on arrival day for free in the summer, but we haven't seen that announcement just yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I would say, in addition to getting the packages, when the packages are released, is also when we get the single day ticket prices, and
Oh yes.
those are always a shock to the system. And this time, it felt exceptionally shocking because we have some days that were a single day ticket, y'all, starts with the number 2.
It sure does. They are quite high. So the record 1-day ticket prices are $219 for Magic Kingdom, $214 for Epcot, $209 for Hollywood Studios. Animal Kingdom is not going up, but yeah, it's up. 219 is the max, but it was 209. So still a pretty high amount. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, crazy.
It's just unbelievable to look at those prices. It just, man, that's painful.
Yes. August and September are the cheapest times to go. So if you are looking at pricing and you want to make it not be $219 a day, look at August and September.
Yeah.
Because they are going to be your best bets.
Yeah. So now we will have a lot of information to take to work on some stuff behind the scenes to get things going. I'm sure we're going to get lots of questions about the crowd calendar. And it's pretty far, the whole thing in and of itself is pretty far along, but I am unfortunately not home right now. And I won't be home next week, but I'll try to do as much as I can to get it out as quickly as possible.
I'm going to need Disney to coordinate their announcements with our travel plans.
No doubt. No doubt. Because that's not an easy one to work on one tiny screen. I need I need lots of screens so I can see everything all at once.
Heather has mission control at her house.
And I'm too used to that now to be able to work without it. So lots of exciting news. People love this day. People start asking, when can I book, the next year's packages in January, typically.
I want to mention something about bounce back offers because I've gotten a couple of questions about it already. Because people said, so with 2027 dates being open, does that mean the bounce back is now 2027? And the answer to that is no.
No.
The bounce back for 2026 came out June 19th. I looked it up this morning. And for people that don't know, bounce back offers are promotions you get at during your current Disney World trip. So like Heather's at Disney World right now. So they would give her a bounce back offer to book a future trip. But right now the dates that are available to her are 2026 dates. And the 2027 dates are not likely to come out for a little while, a couple months.
Yes. But if you are wanting to book for 2027 and you are traveling right now or this year before the June date, you can book a date now. And then once those 2027 dates open up, you can move your bounce back to those dates as long as it is a qualifying date in 2027. So you don't lose out on it. You just have an extra step
Exactly.
that you have to do.
Exactly. Go ahead and book it.
Yeah.
Adjust later when they announce it. All right. We have a couple of comments. Jennifer says, good luck this weekend, Heather. It's going to be a hot one.
I know. And that's crazy because I have been wearing a jacket every evening that I've been here. I've been chilled. So the idea of now having it be a little bit hotter is not super exciting, especially when you're slow because you're out in the sun for a long time. Womp, womp.
Jessica says, any idea when they might release H2O Glow tickets?
It does feel kind of late for those. So,
I am looking up when they were announced last year. They announced it
yeah.
in March last year.
Yeah.
So it is possible that they are not returning, right?
That is weird. I wonder how, I don't think they were unpopular.
I'm not sure. But they also announced it in March of 2024 and March of 2022. So maybe it's possible that it's just not returning because we are past that March date.
Yeah.
When trying to do early entry at Epcot, traveling from the Contemporary, what is the best way to beat the crowd?
Well, from the Contemporary, I'm guessing you would want to do the monorail. And so your best option there is to be at the very front of the line of people for the monorail because it's just like a bus. There's one
Yeah.
coming and there's limited number of space. You want to be, on the first one if you can.
Yeah. Yes. We always suggest being there like 75 minutes, 90 minutes before early entry if you want to be at the first front of the pack. I'm not sure. They said June 2nd they start. They start what? Do you know?
No.
Jessica,
June
could you
2nd.
clarify?
Well,
Maybe that's when the bounce back offers start.
maybe.
Last year was June 19th. Wouldn't be far off. Let us know, Jessica. Megan says, so do you think your current calendar predictions for next year's busyness are far off? We don't have next year's predictions. We only have this year.
Yeah, but I think she's saying if you're using the current calendar predicting for next year, that it would be, I think it's going to be very similar. But there are some of those holidays that move around that can make shift things in different directions. The busiest weeks being different, primarily being Easter, Thanksgiving. Those two holidays moving can have an impact. So do we already know that for sure that H2O Glow? I think that's what Jessica's saying.
Yes, yes, we do. H2O Glow is June 2nd to September 5th this year. I'm not sure how we missed that little detail because I literally have the history of every other year, just not this year.
Good catch, Jessica.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go. We don't know about tickets though because we didn't even know that they had returned.
Yeah, I bet soon. They seem to be in an announcing mode right now. So
announcement era, would you say?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Heather's headed to the Run Disney Expo.
Yeah, I am going to go grab my stuff and go stand in line for the bus. The buses start at 9:30. Gonna head over there and pick up my bib and maybe get a nap in. We've been walking a ton of steps. I told Brent I want to walk as few of number of steps today as possible.
Are you going to buy anything?
I don't know. I always say no and then I get there and I don't think I'm going to get any of the shoes. I'm still like holding out for ones that were as amazing as last year's springtime surprise. And I just didn't love I think the ones that they have had since then are very cute. Don't get me wrong. They're just so specific that I would be very limited outfits that I could wear with them. So I am holding out for the most perfect shoes, but I do love like a good jacket. I like something useful. So I'm going to go see if there are any jackets that I love so much that they have to come home with me.
Okay. Her virtual queue is coming up, so we have to hop off so she can head over to ESPN Wide World of Sports.
Yes, yay!
Yay. All right. So lots of fun stuff today. We will be back next week.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Bye.
Bye.